Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Lumer Pajarillo, National Referee. Second referee, Mr. Angelo Hao, National Referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Let's begin with our team captain, number 14, Isabel Beatriz De Leon. At number 1, Maria Lina Isabel Molde. In jersey number 2, Desiree Winea Cheng. Jersey number 3, Meredina Isabella Wong. At number 10, Katrina May Tolentino. And at number 11, Duke Christine Ogunsanya. Libero is number 13, Denise Michelle Lazaro Revilla. Head coach, Mr. Oliver Alan Almadro. Calling on our CHERY TIGGO crossovers. Team captain, wearing jersey number 10, Micah Angela Ortiz. At number 4, Jasmine Nabor. Wearing jersey number 5, Mary Joy Dacoron. At number 6, Ariane May Layo. Wearing jersey number 7, Mylene Paa. At number 11, Maria Shaya Adorador. Libero, number 1, Julia Angeles. Head coach, Mr. Clarence Aying Esteban. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
Starting lineup of your Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Not much change from the starting lineup in the open conference. Only Isa Molde is the new name replacing Pongay Gaston. But you have Tolentino, Descheng, Ogunsanya, Wong obviously, and Bea De Leon. Meantime, for CHERY TIGGO, this is a bit of a shakeup. Layug is in the starting lineup, as well as Joy Dacoron, EJ Laure, and obviously Dindin Manabat not in the starting lineup. We'll find out later more information about why Dindin Manabat is not in the starting lineup from Alexis Tinsay.
Yeah, well, when you look at the lineups, pretty much we've seen them play. I mean, not all the games they start. Isa Molde, you're right, but we've seen her start as well. And even Layug, we've seen her start for CHERY, so pretty much familiar faces.
Without Dindin Manabat in the starting lineup, Lorene, how does this affect the offense, number 1, and then number 2, the defense of CHERY TIGGO?
Well, obviously, we know that Mylene Paat will be the point person, the first option of CHERY TIGGO, so she has to deliver. But, of course, the passing must work so that Jasmine Nabor can activate the middle.
Isa Molde connecting on her first attempt. She gets Choco Mucho on the board first in the opening set.
But actually, Eric, I'm very curious as how the preparation of these two teams were in the postseason, because, you know, these two teams in particular could have fared better, right? But fell short, we mentioned in the pregame. So interesting to see how they made the adjustments.
I also want to find out the effect of the new head coach in Clarence Esteban, as CHERY TIGGO will score there. The new coach, Clarence Esteban, currently an assistant coach for the Tigresses of UST and UST High School boys team. He was the UAAP season 73 MVP and best blocker. So what does he bring to the floor here for CHERY TIGGO?
Well, we know he has been active in the boys and men's division, but of course we know the experience he has. He has made a name for himself as a player and coaching the men's team, so that's what he's going to bring. It's going to be a big adjustment because he will be handling girls, I mean women, but you know he's equipped.
2-1, Flying Titans with the advantage. Des Cheng from Hope Christian High School with a serve. That's way long.
Boy, we are jam-packed here today, so excited. I'm so excited to see all the fans here.
Coach Oliver Almadro, obviously disappointed at the 4th place finish of his team in the 2022 Open Conference. And he said, spoke to the media prior to the Invitational Conference. All teams are intact and have leveled up, so I guess everybody has a chance, he's saying.
Yeah, for sure, because I mentioned it in the pregame. I was looking at the lineups of different teams. Not much changes. A few additions, like for CHERY, it's Alina Bicar and the coach, and maybe one or two players in different teams. So yeah, all the teams pretty much intact.
And like what you said, Noreen, Mylene Pak getting majority of the touches for CHERY TIGGO early in this match.
Well, we witnessed that already. Even if Dindin Santiago Manabat was still playing, she would get like, what, 23 points, 20 points. So expect her to score even more today.
Saya Adorador. The serve here, formerly from UE. And one of the best liberos, unable to get a good pass there again. Then Lazaro Revilla giving up a free point.
Obviously, nerve setting in. I mean, the crowd is crazy, but crazy good for me. But what about Shaya? Really, through the years, we've seen her evolve as a really good player. I mean, she starting for CHERY, and she's playing good.
That's right. And she knows how to handle the pressure. She was the main offensive weapon of the Lady Warriors of UE. So she knows what it takes to be aggressive offensively for a team.
Totally agree. What about Mylene Pak doing it in defense with that block?
Service error though for Saya Adorador.
But you know, even without Dindin Santiago Manabat, this is actually a pretty good start for CHERY TIGGO, right? I mean, they have the lead 5-3. Now the question is, how will you maintain this?
Bea De Leon, former finals MVP in the UAAP, that was season 81. And a fan favorite, as you guys can hear.
Yeah. Together with Dina Wong, a lot of huge fan base.
Underhand set for Napor. There's Paat. Hits it outside though.
Good idea for Dina Wong to dodge that.
So it's a 1-point game, 4 serving 5. Chance to tie for Choco Mucho. Napor, back to Paat. He'll push. Valentina with the up.
Good save.
Chance ball here for CHERY. Combination play. Layub with the point.
Well, you know, I mentioned it earlier in previous conferences. Layub would start and she's playing well.
Let's go to Alexis Dinsay.
Veteran tower Dindin Santiago Manabat, whom everyone is so excited to witness how she will lead the CHERY TIGGO pack, is unfortunately not able to play today. This is because of a serious toe injury that will not allow her to play for the next few games. And despite this, the crossovers encourage her, saying, "Nandito lang kami ate para sa'yo, maglalaro kami ng 100% para sa team." Last season, the crossovers hurried to get over with the games to move to the championships. Kumbaga minadali nila, overlooking the capacity of the other teams. Now, presence in the game is what they will use for this conference. Let's go back to set 1.
Thank you, Alexis. She's wearing a boot, safety boot. Dindin Manabat. And obviously disappointing, she will not play as Tacoron tips it in.
Well, that's one player for me really needs to step up for CHERY this conference. Joy Dacoron, we've seen her and we know her capacity and her talent as a player, but you know, she struggled a bit in that last conference, so she wants to play big this conference.
CHERY protecting a 1-point lead here, 6-5. Molde off the block. Nabor, they go to Adorador. Wong to Ogunsanya with a tip.
What a perfect pass from Des Cheng. Paved the way for that play. Ogunsanya gets the point. Look at this perfect pass.
Aduke Ogunsanya, number 18 best scorer after the Open Conference, and number 4 best blocker as well.
And you see the way, I mean, based on last conference until now, you see the way they have already kind of gelled with the team. You see a lot of the social media posts, their bonding moments, and it's, you know, I'm sure it's going to help the team this conference.
Yan Layu kicks it outside, 7-all. And I guess it works more for Choco Mucho than all the other teams. I don't know. It's just the way you see them. Like Jen Ferrer posts a lot of bonding moments with these teams in the town and also in the provinces on vacation. As Tacoron will score. CHERY TIGGO takes us to our first technical timeout, courtesy of the Tacoron attack. 8-7, set number 1. Back inside the jam-packed Philoil Flying V Center. Aaron Velez, former head coach of CHERY. Big of him to come here and support the team despite being replaced as head coach.
Yeah, because he is now the team manager. So he hasn't actually left. A lot of people are asking, well, what's going on with Aaron Velez? He's actually the team manager, so he hasn't really left the team.
Adorador off the block and it lands in, going for Choco Mucho, and you can hear the fans just explode.
And that's their strength. We always say Choco Mucho's blocking is huge for them, and you know it's going to work for them today.
8-all, set number 1. But if you're a CHERY TIGGO fan, as Aduki Ogunsanya gets ready to serve, you like how this team, despite being under a new system, new head coach, two of the best players are here, Manabat and Jaja. They're still playing very well in the opening set.
I think for them at this point, there's no pressure. Pressure is off because of the last conference, and then you just mentioned the 2 Santiago sisters not available. So for them, let's just play our game. You know? Let's enjoy, and let's see if we can actually maybe come up with some wins.
Michael Ortiz in the game for the first time for CHERY TIGGO. A 1-2 play there for Dina Wong. And she ties the game at 9, and the crowd again erupts like they won the match already.
The crowd goes crazy. And I love it when I see like that. I mean, the fan base of a certain player, it just grew and grew and grew.
And it continues to do so.
Yep.
Free ball here for Choco Mucho. Ooh, great pick.
Yep.
By Maylene Pa at Adorador. Way outside on the cross-court attempt. Flying Titans take the lead, 10-9.
But what about Maylene Pa? You know, aside from scoring, we saw a block kill already, and then that big. She's doing it all for CHERY, which we expected.
Well, that's obviously part of that. I mean, aside from the fact she's just very skilled as Bea De Leon with a dunk. I mean, experience as an input for Nakon Rachishima, obviously, gave her a lot of confidence.
That's what it's going to bring. That's what she has to bring in today's game. But yeah, Bea De Leon just read that. That was a free gift.
Now it's a 2-point lead for Dina Wong and the rest of Choco Mucho.
Oh, good save.
Valentino with the attack. Bea De Leon with the tip pancake. Save again by Paat. There's a tip by Nabor, and she stops that mini run of Choco Mucho.
What about the defense of both teams, both diving? You know, now you can really sense, you can feel both teams want this game.
Great effort, great intensity, right from the opening set from both teams.
You can see in that slow-mo, Cheng not, try to get that ball. There is already coverage in the back. So coaches always say, let me trust your coverage in the back.
Valentino with the tip. Perfect touch from back Valentino.
Tip for tact.
Number 1 best scorer in the Open Conference and the number 5 best spiker.
Kat Valentino obviously showing maturity already, from her college days, and then here in the PVL we've seen that transformation.
Ortiz, that's her specialty since her college days with USD. Isamolde, that's dug up by Angeles. Back row, Layub. Right on the line, yes!
That should build her confidence, because remember we said she started a lot of games. I can't remember if it was last conference or the conference in which they won.
Yeah.
But she would start, and then, because other players played well, they kind of benched her a bit. But now it's her chance again to score, because we know what she can do.
Yep. Molde trying to go down the line. Did she clip it? Yes, she did.
Yeah. Isamolde really, when people found out that she was in Choco Mucho, they're like, really? I mean, how's the fit? How's the teamwork, the gelling? But looks like Coach Oliver is doing a great job.
Choco Mucho leading by 2, 13-11. Paat. Solid two-lady block by CHERY TIGGO.
Well, what coverage?
Layu, what a dig there by Dina Wong.
Oh, sorry, miscue there.
Impressive effort by both teams. CHERY TIGGO with her offense and Choco Mucho with her defense. But
I like how actually Duque Gonzaga kept that alive. But that was prior to this rally.
1-point game, a chance to tie on the Micah Ortiz serve.
Yeah, good serve.
Gonzaga rejected by Dacoron. 4 touches. Yep, it's going to be 4 touches. Called by first referee Lumar Pajarillo.
Choco Mucho not contesting.
13 all.
Boy,
What an opening set.
it's pretty tight here.
Ortiz, a former Photon Tornado, and that's now CHERY TIGGO, obviously. Oh, Valentino with a kill.
Well, we gotta credit the set. The blockers were slow to close. Look at the set. There's just a huge gaping hole in between the blockers.
Choco Mucho back on top by 1. 14 serving 13. Nabor underhand set to Paat. What a cut shot. Dacoron. Excellent floor defense by the Flying Titans. Molde. Cross court, yes!
Oh, Molde. Back-to-back points.
What an angle for Isamolde. She could have gone down the line or down the middle, but she went with the cross court.
But really, that has been her signature play, the cross court.
Yes.
I've seen it a lot when she was in the university. So, I mean, it's good that it's coming out now.
Back to a 2-point advantage for the Flying Titans. Good pass.
Yeah.
Paat with a tip, yes.
Playing it smart, just reading the defense of Choco Mucho. Her tips or her drops has been kind of successful so far.
Paat, number 9 scorer in the Open Conference.
She's obviously looking to improve on that.
Tolentino. Angeles with the pass. Nabor to Layug. Tolentino again.
Oh.
Yes.
Bomb!
Choco Mucho. They hold on to a 2-point advantage over CHERY TIGGO in the second technical timeout. Four points of Tolentino lead the way for the Flying Titans as they lead by 2 here in the opening set. There's a block by Odin Sanya.
Again, the strength of Choco Mucho. They're using it to their advantage, and CHERY has got to know that. They've got to cover better.
Again, Odin Sanya, number 4 blocker from the Open Conference.
And for Ogunsanya, that was a process, right? I mean, you saw her get better and better as each game progressed.
That's true.
Right?
Just the confidence, it's all over her face now. And timeout here by CHERY TIGGO. Coach Clarence Esteban doesn't like what he sees. They're down by 4.
Panindigan mo na yun. Kaya mo naman kunin yung bola. Tiwala lang sa sarili mo. Ngayon, nawawala ka sa composure pag natataranta ka. Huwag mo lang ang paraan para ma-recover mo yung sarili mo. Okay, tulungan natin to. Kailangan natin receive siya. Hindi pwedeng ganun kabilis. Pabagalin lang natin, tapos porsi-porsyento lang para maganda yung atake. Nabibigla din yung middle natin, sobrang bilis ng receive. Dahan-dahan lang tayo. Sa ang intensity mo.
Hey, CHERY!
May dalawang malaking dapat. Anong gagawin natin?
Coach Esteban is no stranger to the commercial league. He played for the Philippine Air Force under Coach Jasper Jimenez and also a former Valley Pure assistant coach. So he knows the goings-on at this level.
Yeah, and it's our chance to say, welcome to the PVL, Coach Clarence Esteban. That's your first ever timeout.
Better pass. Let's see the attack. It's outside for Mylene Baat.
Yeah, we saw that on the flick of the wrist. I can see Joy Docaron trying to pump her teammates up. And let's go. That's what they need. You know, they're just down by 5. It was pretty close at the start of the set.
Passing has been a problem. That first ball for CHERY TIGGO. Coach Esteban now looking to his bench to see who he can put in to stabilize their receive and defense.
Oh, we got to credit also Choco Mucho. Great serving so far. That's another huge serve.
Another great serve. Baat, back row attack, off-speed hit. And Dina Wong sets it up. They go to Tolentino. There's miscommunication here for CHERY TIGGO. They're not talking. Everybody's running to the ball, which causes the passes to go astray.
Yeah, and you can feel that the energy level of CHERY TIGGO has kind of gone down a bit, not as compared to the start of the set. And you got to hand it to Choco Mucho. They are pouncing on that.
Layug. Des Chen. Angeles. Here comes Layug once again. Lazaro with a great pass. They go back row. That's going to be outside from Isa Molde.
I was looking at, prior to that set to Isa Molde, I would I was looking at that formation of Choco Mucho. Isamolde was asking for it. You know, so now that's going to be part of their options, talking about Choco Mucho.
It's a 6-point game. Out of Pampanga, Yan Layug with the serve. Tolentino. Oh, great dig from Layug. Dacoron with the tip. There's Cheng. Block! Excellent play defensively by Joy Dacoron at the net.
And well, she knew that. She read that.
And to think, Joy Dacoron was pretty busy in the off-season. She joined Binibining Pilipinas.
Ooh.
2022 in April.
Wow. I never heard of that.
Oh, tip by Ogunsanya. Doesn't go through the net, so great defensive play. An error here. And it's a much closer set. You know, forcing Coach Oliver Almagro to call a timeout.
So pagka-receive, lumalito ka kagad dito. Okay? Para may ganun ka at may ganun ka dito. You understand? Hindi mo pwedeng gagawin sa ibabalik mo dito. Okay, pangalawa, we're doing good. Nakaka-receive tayo. Now, yung balik ka ng bola, walang problema yung pinalo mo. Okay, yung kasi pinalo mo ng malakas. So ngayon, kailangan mo ng talunan. Okay? One good, one good pass. One good pass. Let's go. Come on! Come on!
Hey, Titan!
There's 4 points.
There's Dindin Manabat Santiago. As we mentioned earlier, in case you just tuned in and didn't pick up the information, she has a fractured toe. She's wearing a boot on her left foot, and she will not be able to play for the next few games for CHERY TIGGO. I mean, they have not been able to tell us exactly how many days she will be off. Des Cheng.
Come to think about it, when you said fractured toe, it's like, ouch.
Yeah. And she fractured it in a tune-up game just a few days ago. There's Tolentino with a kill.
Obviously, the option of Choco Mucho really is to utilize all these players from the back, from the front. That one, Kat Tolentino, always one of the first options of Dino Wong.
This is going to be the final timeout of Coach Esteban. Steam down by 5.
Sa depensa natin, kung kukunin natin kayo, bakit hindi natin nadidepensahan to? Bakit butasyon dito? Eh, ginagawa niya, ginaganon niya lang ng ginaganon, niigtadan niya lang. Diba? Block! Sa backline, late eh. Late lumabas yung kamay natin kaya hindi natin tinatamaan. Bilang lang kayo ready, tas 1, 2, 3 block para makuha natin yun. Kahit hindi na mga-block na higit, tamaan lang, lumambot lang para makagalaw tayo sa atake natin.
Let's go! Let's go! Medyo delay. Hey, Jenny! On top! Cross court!
Kainin yung ano, depensa sa 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2.
Can you translate that in layman's terms, Marine?
Well, obviously, he's just talking about the formation and the communication. We already mentioned that early on. We saw it already. He's just trying to remind the girls, this is a team sport, a team event. You have to help each other out, and your defense has to work because that's your first stop. You know, it's the first stop. Now you're going to defend.
Regina Rocha in the game for the first time, along with Cherry Nunag. Rocha, a 2-time collegiate MVP from Arellano, and also played for Santa Lucia.
Well, Nunag, we know Nunag.
Of course, Cherry Nunag,
One of the premier middle blockers.
formerly from Petrogas, DLSU Dasmariñas in college. And they picked up Cherry Nunag in order to cover the spot vacated right now by Madi Madayag because of the injury, the ACL tear. She's recovering. Madayag is here already. She's not in crutches anymore. She can, you know, walk comfortably. So it just maybe a matter of time before she rejoins the team.
I'm sure her fans are just dying to watch her play.
For sure. Adorador with a point off a block touch. There is Madi Madayag on your screens right beside Tang Ponce, who is a new addition to the team early this year.
Well, you got to feel for these players. I mean, it's not the first injury. I think the second ACL among other injuries, so they really have to go through rehab and all the mental preparation. So you got to hand it to these players.
Great dig by Layug. Adorador. Excellent play. Her body was facing cross-court. She hit down the line and scored.
Well, just a 2-point lead right now for the Flying Titans.
And Coach Almagro calls his final timeout.
Diba? So ngayon, anong check out? Anticipate. Look girls, look. Bumababa kasi yung intensity ng ginagawa niyo because we're waiting for them to make mistakes. We have to be aggressive. Ang instruction ko, we have to be aggressive. Defense, set, attack, block. So we have to be aggressive. We have to go out. Come on.
Tara! First ball na. First ball. Di na. Nauuna ka sa block. Hey, Titan!
Coach Oliver Almagro burning his final timeout. You look at CHERY Nunag, formerly from Petrogas, and part of that team that won the PVL Reinforced Conference in 2019. CHERY TIGGO riding the wave of a 6-1 run.
Boy, could be 7 here.
Almost.
Yeah.
Great pass. Here we go. Adorador with the tip. Nunag was right there. Adorador will try again. Lazaro with the up. Des Cheng down the line.
Oh.
Yes.
What a set. You have to say that Dina Wong with a shoot set to Des Cheng, and she makes no mistake with that.
Dina Wong, not the #2 bestseller in the Open Conference for nothing. What a pass here.
That was a perfect touch also for Des Cheng.
And look at the fans here. 23-20. 1-2 play. Dina Wong with the touch. Revilla passes. Tolentino outside. Coach Oliver Almagro asking for a check ball.
Well, crucial moments here in the set. It's just a 2-point game.
All of a sudden, the fans of Choco Mucho quiet and silent.
Yeah. Tense moments here.
Great serve.
Great serve, agree.
CHERY Nunag. And great coverage there by Nabor. Adorador with a push. Revilla will make the pass. Tolentino against 2 blockers. Nabor again with a great dig. Angeles will set it up. Mylene Paat off the block.
Good cover.
Paat again. The tip.
Oh, still alive.
Revilla. Excellent save. Oh! Miscommunication. Nabor wanted Ortiz. Ortiz didn't know it. And Choco Mucho with 3 set points.
I mean, for me, it's a sorry ending for what was a really great rally. Anticlimactic ending. A miscue there.
It seemed like Nabor and Paat were on the same page. It was just Ortiz who wasn't able to pick up the set for her.
They tore the page and Ortiz didn't read it.
Adorador with a great save there.
Too many drops now for CHERY.
Tolentino will close it out. Back Tolentino. That's going to be point number 7 for her. And that's the winner for set number 1.
What a set for Choco Mucho. Not unchallenged, but they grabbed the first set.
Final score, 25-21, favor of Choco Mucho over CHERY TIGGO. 25-21, Choco Mucho taking the first set against CHERY TIGGO in the second game of our opening day doubleheader.
What a way to start this match, really. That was a great first set. It was close throughout. Then Choco Mucho pulled away, but not, again, I mentioned, not unchallenged by CHERY. But in the end, Choco Mucho was just too strong and too focused there in that first set. But we have to hand it also to CHERY. I mean, they lost the set. We saw the struggles in the middle of the set when they went down like 5-6 points. But they tried to crawl back in this match, but just not.
Tolentino with 7 points, leading the way for Choco Mucho. Molde with 5. And meantime, for CHERY TIGGO, as you look at our stats here.
Yeah, in terms of attacks, Choco Mucho 16-13, blocking even, service aces, Choco Mucho by 1. Boy, opponent's errors, pretty decent numbers just by 1 also. So it's really Choco Mucho's ability to convert to attacks. You know, good defense spells good attacks, and they attack more, at least by 3 in that first set.
Paat with 5 is the top scorer for the crossovers. There's Isa Molde in the starting lineup, replacing Bongay Gaston. Tolentino. Oh! It's like the sea parted. 2 defenders just went separate ways and allowed the ball to drop.
Yeah, if you're a coach, you don't want to see that, because every time in practice you do defensive formations. You know, if this person, if the opposite's gonna hit, what's our movement? And obviously they're just not following it.
If you're a crossover fan, you hope that's just a miscue, and CHERY TIGGO can sort it out. I'm impressed with Mylene Paat. She attacked and she covered,
yeah,
at the same time.
You know, for me, really, she knows her role right now, especially without Bindin Santiago Manabat down with an injury. She knows she really has to do everything. Right. At least she'll try.
Not the kind of start you want if you're first-time head coach Clarence Esteban. You lost the first set, 25-21, and you're down 2-0.
Over-receive.
Over-receive, and an easy kill for Aduque Ogunsanya. What a disaster start here for the crossovers.
Well, you did mention that in the first set. That was their problem, the overpass or their first ball. And again, here in the second set, for me, they have to calm down. You talk about CHERY TIGGO, you have to go back to basics, because we know that they practice that first ball, right? So they just have to mentally prepare themselves.
That's a better pass, leading to an adorador attack, but it didn't cross the net. That's going to be 4 touches. And a really super early timeout here. 4-0 start for Choco Mucho. Part of that are errors from CHERY TIGGO.
Nilaban mo yan. Pag ganyan takot na takot ka, hindi talaga tayo mananalo niyan. Ikaw lang gagamitin dyan eh. Sinabi ko na sa'yo, pwede mo yung sarili mo. Magtiwala kayo sa skills nyo. Huwag kayo mawala ng kumpiyansa sa loob. Kaya nyo naman gawin. Pinipigilan nyo lang yung sarili nyo eh. Kalaban nyo yung sarili nyo. Ibigay nyo lang yung laro nyo kung ano yung dapat gawin, kung ano dapat mangyari. Yun lang ang gagawin.
Tayo, habol, plus 4 yan, ha?
Now let's see how the girls respond to their new head coach.
You know, in that huddle, you can remember a quote in that cartoon about the sun. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Right? Is that what? I think it's from that cartoon. Anyway, it's true. For me, it's really, they have to battle themselves. And we say they have to mentally really prepare themselves.
Ortiz with a tip. And there it is. Didn't help that Choco Mucho, they weren't ready for that. But at least that gets CHERY TIGGO on the board.
You like that coming off a timeout. You know how the girls respond. They read the defense of Choco Mucho, then they score a point.
Isa Molde. Angeles not ready for the receive.
Isa Molde fans have to be happy with the way she's playing in this first game.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
She wasn't this aggressive when she was with UP. I mean, she totally experience, obviously, and more confidence now than ever before.
Yeah. We saw the potential. I mean,
Of
she
course.
was Rookie of the Year in the UAAP, but yeah, I think she's shining here in the PVL.
Layub. Block again.
On the other hand, a really strong start for Choco Mucho.
Let's go to Alexis Tinsay.
On her second conference as a Flying Titan, Des Cheng shared to me what's new with the Flying Titans, and that is their effort not only to gel inside the court, but also to deepen their heart-to-heart relationships off the court. And that is why when they understand each other's weaknesses, they will get to build on each other's character and strengths. And now it's reflected just in the last set and in this half set. Moreover, Des Cheng dedicates this game to her dad as he is abroad right now and won't be able to watch his daughter play. Truly, the Flying Titans' heart for this game is working in their favor. Let's get back to set 2.
7-1. That's how good this set has been for Choco Mucho.
Really, in step here. At least in the second set, we can see.
And finally, another attack point, just a second attack point for CHERY TIGGO.
Well, for me, CHERY TIGGO's got to take from Mylene Paat. Take an ounce of the energy, the attitude. Because you see a roster, you see a 6 that's really talented. They just need teamwork.
Off-speed hit there from Kat Tolentino. There's a net touch. Jasmine Abor unable to... Oh, she crossed the line.
Yeah.
Things not falling into place for CHERY TIGGO. They find themselves down by 6, 8-2 versus Choco Mucho in the second set. In favor of the Flying Titans, and this doesn't look like the same crossovers we saw in set number 1, Irene.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier that you were looking at Coach Clarence, looking at his bench. I'm surprised he hasn't really had any substitutions yet. I mean, this is a time to really gamble and try to see what your bench can do.
Kat Tolentino off the block and outside. Another point for the Flying Titans as they continue to pour it on here. Finally, here's a substitution by Coach Esteban. As May Luna will check in for the first time. Replace Yan Layub. May Luna from Tagum City, who was personally recruited by Coach Ramil De Jesus to the La Salle program in 2015.
And, her fans were excited. I mean, she'd come off the bench, but she would, the impact she created.
Luna with her first touch. Great block by Gaparon. Des Cheng blocked again.
Oh, good cover.
Better effort defensively by CHERY TIGGO. May Luna. Yes! That's the spark that CHERY probably needs to start their engines here in set number 2.
Yeah, instant offense off the bench. You're right. She could be the spark plug for CHERY here. Look at the focus.
It's a long way to go for CHERY, down by 6-3, serving 9.
Oh, what a serve.
Wong, the back set. Fighting path is everywhere.
Yes, I agree.
Another 1-2 play, but Angeles with a great save. Dacoron is blocked by Ogunsanya. Luna with a tip. Tolentino with a dig. Des Cheng with a push. Here comes Adorador, back row.
Good dig.
What a set, and Ogunsanya with a sliding attack.
I love that rally, one of our longer rallies, and it ended with a slide. What defense being shown? Actually, Choco Mucho really showing us why they're ahead by 7 is their passing is really impeccable.
And a lot of players have been able to touch the ball and contribute offensively for Choco Mucho.
Yeah, obviously Dina Wong doing a great job in directing the plays of the Flying Titans.
That's short, very short. There's Caitlin Viray, Pongay Gaston on the bench. Regina Rocha saw a little bit of action in the first set.
Which Oliver asking Captain Bea De Leon to talk to the first referee.
And Coach Almagro also talking to the technical committee. And I think it's sorted out already. They have a 6-point lead here.
But for me, if it has something to do with safety, then by all means, you're never wrong. Good save.
Chance ball for Choco Mucho. Bea De Leon, outside. But what a play it could have been.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say she hasn't had a lot of touches so far in this match. It could have been big for her, but yeah, getting error.
So a few errors here in the game of Choco Mucho. They've let CHERY TIGGO come a little closer. Des Cheng.
Oh, good dig.
Adorador. Wong, back to Cheng. Another shot that goes outside, but I think there's an overrule. No, it's a check ball.
Yeah, look at the second referee already signaled a check ball.
So Angelo Howe with the signal, there's a check ball, and Pajarillo, our first referee, says yes. Obviously to the dismay of CHERY TIGGO fans and of coach, the head coach, Clarence Esteban.
Yeah, but much to the delight of the gang in purple over there.
Good pass by Luna. Dacoron. Tolentino now.
Oh.
Yes.
Getting it off the blocker. But I gotta say, really, Isa Molde doing a great job in defense.
Yeah.
Her digging is really good today. Hear the fans chant.
12-5. Commanding lead for Choco Mucho right now. 1-2 play for Nabor. Chance ball for CHERY TIGGO. Adorador flying in and getting the kill.
Boy, what a tough angle there and a sharp one at that.
Shaya with a set from Jasmine. And they obviously made waves online on social media when Nabor posted that Adorador was her biggest plot twist.
I gotta check out these posts, you know.
Bea De Leon with the attack, and the receive goes outside, and a point again for Choco Mucho.
Yeah, sorry, error there. Actually, that was unforced.
(13-6) in favor of Choco Mucho.
I think that was Ivy Laxina.
One of the members of the championship team of National University.
Yeah.
Block is outside, nothing going the way of CHERY TIGGO right now.
Yeah, smooth sailing right now for Choco Mucho.
Bongay Gaston seeing action for the first time. That gets the crowd going. There she is.
I think the crowd's reacting to anything. They're just, they're just so happy to be here.
Anything in purple.
Yeah.
That starts moving.
They're just so happy to be here. They're really cheering the team on.
Back row attack, Mylene Paat. Revilla with a great dig. Des Cheng back row. Mylene Paat again. Here comes Nabor. Gaston with her first touch into the net. 4 touches against Choco Mucho.
You can see how Micah Ortiz adamantly said, "Yeah, then cross." You're saying, look at the first referee, you better not call that a block.
Here's Nabor serving 7-14. Valentino through the block and in.
Yeah, the blockers are there for CHERY, but we always say you have to reach over the net and guide the ball.
Already 11 excellent sets for Dina Wong.
The cheers are for Bea De Leon, obviously.
Paat. There's a back row attack. Cheng asking for a check ball. None is given. A point goes to CHERY TIGGO.
Yeah, it looked like it was really wide there. Overhit there. But can you imagine? I feel Dina Wong's doing a great job in, getting the back line or the pipe attacks involved. Imagine if they can put those attacks in.
Yeah, exactly. There's a service ace from CHERY TIGGO.
That could be a start for the squad.
They need a run, a long run.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. They were in this position in the first set. They were down by 6.
And they only lost by 4. But if they're going to make a comeback, it better be now.
Yeah. You don't want to give Choco Mucho any more points if you can.
Gaston. Angeles with a good pass. Paat against 2 blockers. Yes, the run continues for the crossovers. First timeout for Coach Oliver Almagro. Will listen to Choco Mucho.
Bakit kayo nag-block papunta dito? Eh di sobra, dito matake eh. So tingnan nyo kung saan ang mga atake. Kaya ka nandiyan kasi mas mataas yung reach mo dyan eh. So hindi po pwedeng duki. Hindi po pwedeng talon ng talon. Kailangan tingnan nyo kung saan sineset yung bola. You understand? Sayang eh. Hindi na nga umapproach eh. Diba? Come on, saan ka?
Okay, Titan! Let's go, box!
Coach Alvadro upset about the last play. Paat, he was standing in the same spot. He went up and still got a kill.
Well, you have to give it to Mylene Paat. She is an expat. Expat status.
That's right. Service out. Saya Dorador throwing a point away, and that sends us to our second technical timeout. Choco Mucho up by 6 against CHERY TIGGO, set number 2. There's Romel Sitin of CHERY TIGGO. Nice to see him here at the venue. But we didn't see him visit during the open conference, but he's very proud of the team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way they built the team. And they had a championship already, so he's looking to getting one more at least.
That's right. He's what's called the team principal, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, enlighten us, please.
Basically, a team owner.
Thank you.
11 serving 16. Set number 2. CHERY TIGGO down by a set. Now down by 6.
Yeah, but great effort there, though, by Nabor and Pa to try to keep that alive.
Bongay Gaston. Dad is Fritz Gaston, a former PBA player and commissioner for the Games and Amusement Board. Paat slip. Good thing she's okay. There's a little wet spot there on her area.
Whoa.
Save is good by Tacoron.
Yeah.
What a dump there. What a time to make that play again. Dina Wong seems to have this knack of knowing when to do it.
Yeah, she looked at the court and she saw the scramble. Just finding that hole.
Timeout by CHERY TIGGO. They're down by 7.
Sa atin, tagal natin bumalik sa natin, sa pwesto natin. Hindi naman frontline yung setter, iantayin natin iset bago tayo didepensa. Siyempre hindi. Pwede nyo yung sarili nyo agad. Once na nandyan na kayo, naka-ready kayo, naglalaro na kayo eh. Diba? I-ready nyo agad yung sarili nyo kasi nasa harapan. Ngayon nagagawin natin, antayin natin iset, tsaka pag binalap, tsaka tayo gagalaw. Imbis na dinaya na natin doon sa pwesto. Okay? Kailangan natin i-receive na maayos. Tapos ano?
Isa pa! Tara! Hey, Jerry! Isa pa, tara!
Look at the crowd inside the Phil Oil Flying V Center. 3,390 people in attendance on opening day of the Invitational Conference. Earlier today, Army Black Mamba Lady Troopers falling to the Signal HD Spikers in 4 sets. Right now, CHERY TIGGO not looking good. They're down a set and down by 7. What are the things they need to do, Noreen, in order to, if not make it back here in set number 2, bounce back in set number 3?
Well, defense really has to work for them. I mean, don't think of the offense yet. Think of the defense. We mentioned it. The passing, okay, they're having problems passing, and they're blocking. They need to try to create some stops if they want to get back. They're down by 8, and I feel that's the first thing they have to focus on is defense, because offense will flow. You have Paat there. You have now Karanda. I was going to say Dacoron, but you have offensive players. So focus first on defense.
Zakarandang skipped her final year with FEU, turned pro, former Perlas Spiker. And these are the only points right now CHERY is getting from errors by Choco Mucho.
Yeah, that's an interesting substitution for me, Karandang, but I like that because when you want to change things up, you change things up. Bring in, these younger players, to create the spark your team badly needs.
Well, May Luna was the spark earlier, but it fizzled out early.
It did, yeah.
Let's see if Karandang can also help with the team here. Ooh, what an attack. Yes, CHERY. It's a powerful kill when even the player who made the shot goes, ooh.
Right. Yeah, the blockers were there. Nabor was there, but just the position of the hands. I mean, it went through her hand. Just a little, close it a bit. Could have blocked that. But I feel really, Choco Mucho, the players are a notch better than the last conference.
That's true. That's true. Karandang, here we go.
Yeah.
But it may be a case of too little too late at this point. They're down by 7. Choco Mucho, they look very confident. I mean, you look at their body language. They're, exuding a lot of confidence.
I totally agree with you. But, we've seen crazier things happen than a 7-point lead. So, never know. But CHERY TIGGO's got to work hard for that.
Bea De Leon. I mean, right now, the Flying Titans are making it look easy.
And everyone everyone is contributing to their cause.
And Jem Ferrer will relieve Dina Wong for the first time today. Jem Ferrer, a very accomplished setter in her own right. Three-time UAAP best setter and a former Perla spiker.
And obviously one of the veterans and the leader of this team. And we're talking about the vocal leader, not necessarily during the game, but I'm sure in training and their bonding and what have you.
A highlight there from Shaya Adorador, but these have been far and few between for CHERY TIGGO. They haven't been able to string a series of points. That's why they find themselves down here by 7 still. Choco Mucho only needs 4 points to go up 2-0. Tolentino.
Oh.
Yes! Again, they make it look easy.
Well, that's because great setting this time by Jem Ferrer. Just a great quick set to Kat Tolentino, and she had a field day just hitting that ball.
Ortiz blocked by Bea De Leon. Nabor. Adorador with a tip. Revilla with the hit. There's Nabor on a 1-2 play. Yes!
Much needed point for CHERY TIGGO there, but
they need stops.
yeah.
They can't keep trading points right now. They're on the losing end of that game plan.
I'm actually looking at the bench of CHERY, and I don't see Alina Bicar.
We'll have to check Alexis a little bit later on. And another point here for Choco Mucho as they go up 23-15. This is now an 8-point advantage.
And you're right, really the confidence level of Choco Mucho is sky high.
The way they walk, the way they stand, they're making it seem that they cannot be beaten in this set.
Yeah.
Shaya. Here's Jem Ferrer sending it to Molde. I think that was going outside, but Tolentino picked it up.
Well, it's the reflex.
There's the bench of Choco Mucho, Viray, Rocha, Madayag, Ponce. (16-23).
Yeah, good serve.
Tolentino. Luna. Ooh, that's way off the set by Jem Ferrer. Easy call for Lumer Pajarillo on a double contact.
Yeah.
A rare miscue for Jem Ferrer.
Good serve.
A nice play, Kat Tolentino, but great save by Luna. So the rally continues. Mylene Paat. Oh, yes! Mylene Paat scores.
Well, we're just down by 5 at this point.
This is the closest CHERY's been in a while. And as you see the point there, Dina Wong is back, replacing Jem Ferrer. A short stint for Ferrer.
I don't think the crowd realizes that Dina Wong is back.
Yeah, because there would have been an uproar. Luna. That was dug up by Adorador. Mylene Paat. Another dig by Revilla this time.
Good defense.
Luna. Check ball, yes!
Well, they're not out of it. We always say we've seen weirder things.
Timeout by Coach Oliver Almagro as their lead was as high as 8, now down to 4.
Hindi naman nila ibibigay yan ng tayo, di dadali nila sa dulo. So pwesto tayo, ilang beses na yung lumalagpas sa kamay natin yung bola. You understand? Okay. Girls, we have to end it right. We have to end it strong. Okay, let's go.
Coach Kung Fu and the Army Black Mamba. Still checking out the action here.
Enjoying the game at hand. Another good serve. Ooh, good dig.
Luna with a cross court. Revilla will set it up for Tolentino. May Luna, what a good rally here. If you're CHERY TIGGO, this is what you want. Keep the rally alive.
Oh, still alive.
Luna connects. Oh, May Luna, and the run continues. It's just a 3-point game.
And you have to hand it to CHERY. They worked hard for that. Couple of great digs, and then they get the point.
5-0 run for CHERY TIGGO crossovers.
Well, we've seen this. This happened in the first set right now, but CHERY, you have to push on. You know, I mean, you're just down by 3.
Luna right on the face of Adorador. Chance ball for CHERY. They can get it to a 2-point game. May Luna off speed. That's outside from Isa Molde. From down 8 to within 2 now.
Yeah, but they're asking for a check ball. Check it out.
There doesn't look like there was a touch.
Yeah, good no call.
And if there ever was, there's no replay challenge
Yeah, that's true.
yet in the PVL. So CHERY TIGGO right now in a good position to retake the lead here. Only down by 2, and they have the momentum.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. From within 2 to down 3 set points.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sorry error because she has been serving well. You know, you're talking about Shaya Ador.
And finally, the Choco Mucho crowd coming alive with their team a point away from going up 2-0.
Yeah.
Great save by Luna. Paat will try again. Cross court is no good. And just like the way the first set ended with an error, same thing in the second set.
I think identical scores.
Identical scores, exactly.
25-21.
Back-to-back errors at the end of each set for CHERY TIGGO as they go down 2-0 against Choco Mucho. 2-0. Choco Mucho up over CHERY TIGGO, winning both sets in identical scores, 25-21, 25-21.
Yeah, you know, pretty much what happened in the first set was replicated in the second set. Even the runs, the leads, like 5-6 point lead, and then the run to trim it down to 2, but eventually Choco Mucho just always maintains enough composure to close out that set. That's one thing if you're a Choco Mucho fan, you should be happy with, because in their previous conferences, their weakness really is how to, you know, the level of play is consistency. The level of play always goes up and down and up and down. If you catch your opponent at a good time, that's why they lose, right? So at least they're trying to address that.
CHERY TIGGO in the last preliminary round, Open Conference, only won 1 game. Choco Mucho only lost 1 game. I should take a look at stats of set number 2.
Yeah, I mean, the attacks, again, no? Choco Mucho lording it over that 18-12. And again, if we mentioned, it's the same, second and the first set. It's really Choco Mucho's ability to convert. Back to you.
Well, the reason I brought up the preliminary round, you know, win-loss record is because if CHERY goes on to lose this, I don't, you know, I'm not predicting that it will be that kind of start for them in a different conference, but obviously it's like picking up from where they left off. And for Choco Mucho, same thing. They were very dominant at the start of the Open Conference, and they're looking like that right here.
Yeah. So the question really is, who can play the more consistent brand of volleyball? But we have to give it to CHERY, because you don't have Jaja, you don't have Dindin, and Dindin, you said, was just injured like recently. So imagine the training revolves around the first 6, and you know, you have to make the changes really.
Big adjustment for CHERY TIGGO, and it didn't seem like, you know, there was a big effect at the start of set number 1, but it obviously slowly, the effect of not having Dindin Manabat on the floor became bigger and bigger.
I mean, as a player, if somebody gets injured from your first 6, not even, let's say, the number 1 player, just any one of your first 6, it changes your mood, because you're just so used to. I'm not saying it's correct. Of course, it's not correct for you to feel that, but there is that, you know, you get that feeling.
But does it also throw the game plan or break the game plan? Does it?
I think,
especially for the player caliber of Dindin Manabat.
That one, yes, because Dindin is the first option to go. I mean, still her and Mylene Pat, first and second option. You take one out. Jaja Santiago not there. I mean, that's really going to change the complexion.
Here's Dindin Manabat. She's got a safety boot on her left foot, fractured toe. She sustained just a few days ago in a tune-up game. Maybe we can see it. We can't, but in a tune-up game. So that was recently. I don't know how fast she heals, but she's not going to be able to play the next 2 games.
If it is a fracture, that's going to take longer than just a regular sprain.
But right now, the other players are picking up the slack. Shaya Adorador has been contributing so far. Adorador with 8 points as we go to Alexis Tinsay.
Mylene Pa, the national team player and a veteran crossover, shared to me how anxious she is about this game and that the jitters never go away. But despite this, her confidence in her teammates is what pushes her to do her best in every game. She said na dahil CHERY lahat kami paangat, lahat pantay-pantay at walang pabigat. And as reflected in the recent sets, Mylene mentioned how their overall receiving defense are their points of weakness. And this is what they have been working on these past few months. Let's watch them bounce back and push the Flying Titans back from dominating in a sweep this day 1.
Thank you, Alexis. 8 points for Mylene Paat. And right now, this is the kind of start you want if you're coach Esteban. His team is up by 3.
That really strong start. Great start for CHERY.
Luna. Isamolde. Much better defensive floor coverage for CHERY.
Yeah, totally agree.
Molde again.
Ooh.
Everything getting picked up. Paat with a push. Kat Tolentino gets through the double block.
Catalina saying, this is the way to push.
But the blockers were there. I mean, Kat Tolentino just found a way.
Yeah.
Paat and Ortiz were there.
But you were talking about Chai Ador. Really, what a great game for her. You know, I mean, she's been digging well, not to mention her serving. The obvious ones, the serving, the hitting, but she's been digging really well.
Mylene Paat. Kat Tolentino again. Back-to-back points for Kat Tolentino.
What a set there by Nina Wong. I was watching her. She kind of wiped both hands on her, I don't know, probably her runners, her shorts. And then she set it. Perfect back set to Kat Tolentino.
Now Choco Mucho within 1. 4 serving 5. Chance to tie on the Bea de Leon serve.
Good serve.
Oh, miscommunication there. I don't know who it was for, but May Luna rescued CHERY TIGGO, and Kat Tolentino 3 points in a row, and she ties the game up at 5.
And she powers it through the blockers once again. Blockers were there, but look at that.
One tip, a couple of strong attacks. And just like that, the CHERY TIGGO's lead is gone.
I was going to say 124 kilometers per hour.
Five all. Chance for the lead now. Tolentino with 18 points in the game. Paat against 2 blockers. Lisa Molde.
The dig.
Luna. Nina Wong was there. Lisa Molde. Pancake save no good as Molde scores. And 4-0 run here for Choco Mucho. They take the lead 6-5.
Well, look at the celebration because she knew she had the help of the net. Yeah, too late.
Mylene Paat. Today only 8 points. All coming from attacks.
Ooh.
Ortiz, yes.
That should boost her confidence. Talk about Micah Ortiz. You know, it's hard when you talk about the middle blockers. Of course, if you have a Mylene Paat and you like standing right beside her, she's always the first option. But as a middle blocker, it's your job to keep going, to keep, you know, posing as the decoy. So she has to keep jumping and showing the opponents that I'm going to go for that quick. I mean, that's really hard. And then you get what? 1 set in every 2 rounds?
That uses up a lot of energy.
Yeah. No, we're saying that because we want to explain that it's not that easy.
Yeah. 6 serving 7. Chance to tie this time for CHERY TIGGO.
Great serve.
Abunsanya with a soft touch. Save is not good enough for Micah Ortiz.
Oh, what a great response to that great serve by Micah Ortiz.
Stats of Revilla, 7-all. Zacarandan. Every time she's on the floor, able to contribute. And she gives CHERY TIGGO the lead here by 1. Straight to our first technical timeout in set number 3. 8-7, CHERY TIGGO, as we check back into our Twitter question of the game. Which Flying Titan or crossover are you most excited to watch again? Hashtag PVL Invitational 2022. First answer from Aka. Baat is a player that I miss watching. She had a very stellar year, from playing in the PVL to being awarded as the best scorer in the Thai League and playing in the Open Conference a few months back. So excited to see her hard spikes again. From Jay, I'm most excited to watch Alina Bicar's debut with CHERY TIGGO. So are we, actually.
Yep.
For Choco Mucho, she wants to see Kat Tolentino after her debut in the national team. She's a fan of both teams, hoping for a great game and no injuries, please. I think every fan wants that as well. Great game, no injuries from Nina. So excited to see more of Cheng and Wong connection. Go Choco Mucho.
Well, these are the familiar names.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure these fans just want to see great volleyball action. So this error there, I think that's Isa Molde.
10-8 right now. CHERY TIGGO trying to stay in control of this third set. It's a must-win for them in order to stay alive in their first match of the Invitational Conference.
Ooh.
Service ace for May Luna.
Yeah, they're looking good here in the third set. And they have to realize, as we always say, if they want to force a fourth set at least, they have to grab this third.
Coach Oliver Almagro, not concerned yet. Nadi Madayag on your screen. She's walking okay, no crutches. We'll try to get a timeline of when she's going to be back in the lineup. Suffered an ACL tear in the 2021 Open Conference.
Coach Dagan Esteban looking at the lines when he thought it went wide. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure her fans are curious also to know when she'll be back in action.
I was in Baccara when she injured herself. Adorador. Here comes Cheng. Nabor sets it back to Shaya. What a save there from Angeles. Kat Tolentino decides against spiking it. Chance ball. Nabor, cross court, no good.
She had the right thing in mind. She is an option. We know she used to be a hitter. Yeah, they said opportunity there.
She used to do that a lot for National University. One-point game, chance to tie if you're Choco Mucho, 10 serving 11. Big numbers for Aditya Ogunsanya today. Karandang. De Leon is blocked.
Good cover.
Cheng through the block and in. There's Cheng today. Playing a great game. 6 points off 6 attacks.
You know, more than the point, you can see how much they're enjoying the moment.
We're tied at 11. Now Choco Mucho looking to take the lead, but Shaya, she's clutching her right hand, but I think she's trying to shake it off. The finger or something she's asking to be replaced, so she's subbed out. And Yan Layog is back in the game. She's going to get checked by the trainers, and we hope everything is okay.
Yeah, because the woes of CHERY continues. I mean, Shaya Adorador has been playing really well today.
Second best scorer with 8 points for CHERY. So if she can't come back, it's going to be a huge loss. That didn't cross the net for Bob. They're going to lose a lot of firepower if Adorador can't return. Four to nothing run already for Choco Mucho as they take the lead, 12-11.
How quickly they regain the lead. Talk about Choco Mucho.
Carandang, that's way out. Coach Esteban calls a timeout now. His lead is gone. They are down by 2.
Kailangan talaga natin. Just gawa mo na lang ng paraan. Kung tiwala ko sa inyo sa kung anong play na gagawin mo. Ang dami natin po na pwede gawin.
Kung paano Joseph, gawa na lang ng paraan. Hey, Jenny! Hey, huwag kami hayaan mo na.
May Luna very aggressive in terms of trying to pump up her teammates. Huwag natin pabayaan dumayo. There is Saya Adorador. Her fingers getting taped up. It looks okay. Let's hope she can come back to the game.
I wonder what happened. Probably jammed it.
Nice play by Nabor.
Well, you were mentioning what May Luna was trying to tell her teammates. You're right. I mean, they're just down by 1 here in the 3rd set, so it's a good set for them. They just have to continue to, listen to May. Somebody's got to talk. She's now being the leader on the court. They just got to listen to her.
Chance to tie for Cherry. Right now they do. Off a service ace by Zacarandang.
Quality points off the bench.
Yeah. Former Perla spiker Zacarandang. There's Coach Oliver Almagro. His lead is gone.
Another good serve.
Poor pass. Des Cheng cross court. Carandang back row. You don't see that often.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, Carandang was right there. May Luna intercepted the ball, and that led to the error.
I mean, you have to give it to May Luna. It was a great effort, but Zacarandang had a better position or was in a better position. So imagine the frustration of Carandang.
With that error, Choco Mucho back up by 1. Dina Wong is serving. 14-13. That is just on the line. Wow, how lucky can you get? Miss Julin Wong, the mom of Dina. Back row, that apparently crossed the net. The 2 players unable to communicate properly, and another point thrown away by CHERY TIGGO. Second technical timeout. 3-point lead for the Flying Titans. Back to the Philippine Flying B center. Saya Adorador returns with her team down by 3 here.
And obviously, they need her efforts.
Bea De Leon over-received. De Leon with another tip. Again, miscommunication by the crossovers have hurt them twice already.
Well, that pretty much sums up the woes of CHERY TIGGO today. Communication. Someone's got to step up. We thought it was May Luna to be the vocal leader of the team. But I feel it's really supposedly Micah Ortiz because she is the veteran in the squad.
Biggest lead now for Choco Mucho at 4 points. 17-13. Valentino with a dump. There's De Leon.
Good defense.
Nabor. Ortiz with a push. There's a net touch going to be called against Choco Mucho.
Well, what about the defense of CHERY there to get that point? Hard-earned 1 point for the crossovers.
Big question is, do they have it in them to make a big run here?
Yeah, no, I mean, the challenge really is, can you grab the lead with this, like a 17-14, maybe try to grab a 19-18 lead, and we'll see the complexion of the game will change.
That's right. It'll obviously help that Dino Wong committed an error. A much closer 2-point game now. A timeout by Coach Oliver Almagro.
Eh, tingnan natin kasi kung nasan ka pupunta doon. So dito ka manggaling, pero huwag ka na umatras, diyan nagagad. Dito si Des. Des, dito ka, Des, ha? Dito ka, sikat dito. Okay, nasa open ka ngayon. Okay, kasi kung nasaan ka, nandun si Paate. So, iwalay muna natin. So, ngayon, kahit nandyan si Kat, hindi ibig sabihin, nasa kanya, timing sa quick. Bea, timing. Iniwan mo na yung tao mo doon, binalik mo doon. Dito ang target, mag-backweed. Okay? Come on, palapos. Finish it right, bro.
Coach Oliver Almagro looking for a strong finish here. Mylene Paat with 9 points. No player from CHERY with in double digits.
But you like the way he's anticipating that the option of CHERY will be Paat, designing the defense against that.
Valentino into the net. Quite low on the attack. So a couple of errors here. Back-to-back for Choco Mucho, make it a 1-point game.
Well, I'm seeing a little bit of struggle in terms of the approach for Kat Valentino. Like, she's always leaning back, or, you know, she's not really squared up as she normally would be.
Poor pass from Revilla. Nabor.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep. Double contact against Jasmine Nabor. Obviously disappointing. They were making a run. Instead of tying the game, they're down by 2 again.
It's an opportunity really for CHERY.
Another poor pass here for CHERY. Revilla with a great dig. Back row attack, Des Chen.
Good dig.
Saya. Yes.
Well, it's just a 1-point game right now. This is the closest it's been at this part of the set,
right.
at least.
And CHERY was here earlier at 16-17. Let's see if they can complete the run and tie the game up at 18.
Serve.
Kat Valentino off the block and scores.
Well, that's what we call putting out the fire.
Every time Choco Mucho needs a point, she delivers. Pongay Gaston checks back in, replacing Isa Molde.
And 2 points right now is a cushion already for Choco Mucho. As you said, momentum clearly on the side of the crossovers. Ooh, another miscue there.
So chance ball here. Flying Titans. Pongay Gaston, what a dig by Angeles. Wong back to Pongay. Paat. Cross court, yes!
Oh my goodness!
What an angle.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened right in front of us. So you saw the way it clipped the line, wow. And remember, one of the huddles, Coach Oliver was designing, okay, if Pat's here, let's do this and do that. There's nothing that could have stopped that.
Gaston. Over received by Pat.
Ooh, good save.
Luna. Wong. Back to Gaston. Blocked by Karandang. Yes! Game is tied at 19.
Well, Karandang, what about Karandang's performance here?
Off the bench. Timely points for Zach Karandang. And this Cherry team is just simply won't go away.
And speaking of Cherry, Lunag on the other hand comes in for Choco Mucho.
Oh, that serve though. Seems like the only thing that can hurt Cherry right now are the players themselves. They could have gone up by one. Instead, they're back down by one.
Untimely errors there.
Good serve. Yeah, that's an ace.
And then you see the cause and effect of that service error.
That's
You
right.
mentioned could have gone up, but because of the error, they're down by one. And now,
Down,
ace.
yeah, they're down by two.
Exactly.
Choco Mucho on the brink of sweeping Cherry TIGGO in their first game of the Invitational Conference, but Zakarandang hasn't done yet.
You can't help but feel excited for this kid. I mean, she gets the minutes today, and she's just making the most out of it.
That's right. You know what they say, right? I mean, stay ready all the time, and when you get the opportunity, you show the coach and the team what you can provide. But again, like, the only thing that can beat Cherry are the players themselves, and that's what they're doing right now.
Well, we heard the coach, Coach Clarence Esteban, mentioned that you're right. They're their own opponents.
They're their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
And they're down by two again. Cherry TIGGO. Isa Molde is back in the game, by the way. So, Pongay Gaston back on the bench. Good pass. But that's outside. And Coach Clarence Esteban burns his final timeout as Choco Mucho 2 points away from a sweep.
Yung puntusan natin dito, 20 pataas na yan. Dapat 20 na yung galawan natin dito. Ha? Okay, laban natin na yung laban. Dinidikitan natin, tapos ilalayo tayo nagbibigay ng putos. Hindi pwede gano'n. Gawa ng paraan. Kapitan nyo, hindi pa matatapos yung set na to. Kunin na, nakaka-atake tayo na maganda. Bakit kayo nawawala? Kasi sa mindset natin eh. Ilaban nyo ng ilaban. Ha?
Ano lang ko cover.
Pag pinababagal mo kasi yung katawan mo, nag-iiba yung contact mo dun sa bola. Nag-iiba yung tama. Tumatapon lang yun.
Hey, Jenny!
Paano ka lang?
Well, let's see how these girls respond after the timeout by Coach Clarence Esteban, their first-time head coach.
Yeah, and after this match, if they do, well, now it's a match point. They do go on to lose this, and then they look at this third set. They have to realize how many errors they committed from the 22 to 20 points.
Right.
Right?
4 match points for Choco Mucho on the Isa Molde serve.
Oh, what a good serve.
Luna, block. Karandang with the up. Paat fires one in, and it goes.
I think they called a net touch.
Against Choco Mucho. So 1 match point saved, but 3 more for Choco Mucho.
Boy, it's 24-21 yet again. Well, still set. That's still match point. Yeah.
That's right. May Luna with a good serve. Wong. Tolentino, is this it? Not just yet. Adorador with the attack. Isa Molde, standing spike. 1-2 play for Nabor. Dina Wong. Luna gets blocked by
Good
Karandang.
save.
There's Cheng. Karandang!
Oh, still
Over
alive.
received. What a rally. Attack by Nabor. Wong. There's Cheng. Fans are on the edge of their seats.
So are we.
Mylene Paat. Tolentino.
Still alive.
Karandang is rejected. Just at the net. Dina Wong with a push. Counter push. The save is no good. Another bad point save by CHERY.
What a rally.
The longest one perhaps of the day.
I wish we can actually compute how long that rally lasted. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be the longest of the conference.
Timeout coach Oliver Albadro. He still has 2 match points. Let's see what he has up his sleeve.
Okay, listen. Okay, ito gagawin natin, ha? Okay, pagbalik ng middle. At again, papasok dito. Sa atin kumalas. Now, this, pag binigay si Didina, ko-cover kami, paluin mo yan. Cut, ganun din, meron ka rin dito. Now, ko-cover kami. In transition, kailangan tayo chumaling sa block. And expect tayo na may catch at may drop. Bumalik ka, ikaw. Kailangan ko na isang atake na malakas. Sa block yan.
We'll listen to Choco Mucho, but you love the response after the timeout of Coach Clarence Esteban, the response of the crossovers. They really, they epitomized kapit lang in that rally.
Yeah. And for their fans, they're hoping that it's not too late. You always say that. Is it a little too late? But, well, they have the momentum right now,
Definitely.
so they should just ride on it.
They must save 2 more match points. Tolentino. Nabor attacks. Tolentino with a dig. Isa Molde, back row, into the net. Yes, another match point is saved.
Well, this is where Choco Mucho will be tested. We talked about their weakness, no? That energy level. This is where they will be tested.
They lost 3 match points. They're holding on to 1 more. Choco Mucho, can May Luna, and the rest of the crossovers tie the game.
Good serve.
Dina Wong sets it up. Comes Des Cheng, blocked by Karandang. Tolentino. Through Karandang! She was right there, but unable to get the stop. A heartbreaking loss in terms of how it ended. I mean, so close, but yet so far if you're CHERY.
Well, something positive for CHERY. If you watch this third set, you can see from the errors, you came back and you almost actually grabbed this third set. So you have the capacity to do that. That's what you learn from.
See the ball go through the hands of Zakarandang, and Tolentino delivers the final point for Choco Mucho as they sweep CHERY TIGGO in their first game of the Invitational Conference. Three-set win by the Flying Titans against the crossover 25-21, 25-21, and 25-23. As Choco Mucho is off to a good start in the Invitational Conference. Take a look at highlights of set number 3.
Well, for me, even if it just ended in 3 sets, it was a great game. We already could see the potential of both teams. CHERY, although you lost in 3, we saw a lot of potential in your game, given that you're down a couple of players. So for me, you build on that, go back to the drawing board, and in training and work on that, work on your strengths. And of course, errors are what really haunted them today. Choco Mucho, they were tested, they were challenged, but it showed their character and what they want to achieve here in this conference.
Valentino with 22 points, leading the way for Choco Mucho. Isamolde, second best scorer with 9 points. CHERY, TIGGO, Paat, and Adorador with 9 each. And Nabor contributing 7 points. What a great opening day of the Invitational Conference.
Well, what you like from Choco Mucho, they won in 3 sets. Everyone contributed to their cause, really. Kat Valentino, you mentioned. Isamolde, even a lot of players, but really it's the setting and the playmaking of this girl.
With great confidence, and she was able to get to every one of her attackers, make it a more, involved offense for Choco Mucho. Let's go to Alexis Tinsay.
Here with me is player of the game, Dina Wong of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Congrats, Dina.
Thank you, thank you.
And you know what, Dina, your teammates mentioned that you established deeper relationships and a good communication with your teammates off the court. So how is understanding each other's character a core value of your win today?
I think that's an important aspect of a certain team. And syempre, alam namin yung gusto ng isa't isa eh. So it's about making adjustments as well. So doon kami nagkaintindihan. And syempre, sorry. And syempre, ayun na lang, okay na.
And yes, and you know what, secondly, speaking of the heart of volleyball, who motivates you to play volleyball every single day?
My family, of course. So very, very grateful for their support kahit nasa Cebu sila. And sobrang saya kasi andito yung mom ko as well as my family sa States. So they really flew here to be able to watch my game. So yun.
Congratulations,
Thank
Dina.
you.
And the rest of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Expect intense volleyball action. The heart of volleyball action beats again this Tuesday.
Thank you, Alexis. Congratulations. Dina Wong hugging her mom prior to that interview. Judin Wong in attendance here. Games on Tuesday, right here at the Philoy Flying V Center. CHERY, TIGGO trying to bounce back after the loss here today as they meet up for the first time in the conference. PLDT high-speed hitters see action. And then Greenlight Cool Smashers coming off the Open Conference Championship will take on Petrogas Angels, 2:30, 5:30 p.m. That's going to be also live on One Sports as well. And earlier today, 4-set win for Signal versus Army, and Choco Mucho with a 3-set win versus CHERY, TIGGO. Thank you to our director, Raul De Ocampo, for Alexis Tinsay, my partner, Noringo. I'm Eric Tipan. Great opening day of the Invitational Conference of the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball, right here on One Sports.